there used to be, like, everything was on video, like, not digital. Can you imagine when I did it?
I mean, that's the thing. Like, you're playing the HD era now.
I know. These people would have had to watch me on VHS. Like, people were not born that I'm going to play with, and the other half of the people, they weren't. There are people here that I'm going to play with that were not born when I played my last time. Not even the first time, the last time I played.
Oh my God.
They were not born. Rizzo was not born 100% 21 years ago. That kid can't drink alcohol. He can't grow a mustache. No way. Absolutely not was that kid born. So he has no idea who I am, which is great because I am fully ready to exploit this whole Survivor madness where there's an older woman and a younger guy and he's like, I need a mommy out there. And I'm like, yes. And then, you know, as a mom, I know that boys grow up and they break their mom's hearts, like move away. So I will be ready to slit that boy's throat and toss him away. That's only if I'm on Rizzo's team, but I'm already planning for it.
Well, let's get into all this because, like, I cannot think of a better way to jump into it. I mean, we got to start by obviously the fact that we have not seen you on our screens in 21 years.
Yeah.
How has life been for you in these decades?
Decades.
I know. I was gonna say I didn't mean to put the name to it, but
no. Honestly, I don't feel old. I don't feel like, you know. I think I have grown so much since Survivor, not just since the first one, but between Survivor 1 and Survivor All-Stars, I grew a lot. But in the past 20 years, I've grown a ton. I have calmed down. I think I played the first 2 times from a place of desperation. And I was desperate. I was a single mom coming out of a tiny town in New Hampshire with no expectations of a big, beautiful, bold, adventurous life. And then I came out on Survivor and I learned some lessons the first time. Number 1, my name should have been Zelda. Thank you, Dr. Sean. But no, number 1, actually, I learned I can do difficult things. And then on All-Stars, I learned to trust my own voice. I ran All-Stars from the day I landed. And I know it's not edited to look at that, but I did. We landed, Rupert wanted to quit day 2. That's true. Absolutely. I don't know what...
I mean, the shelter would have done a lot better in retrospect.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Which, by the way, you see me. I don't say a word. I don't say a goddamn word. I'm like, I will sleep in that mud pit, and because he is my ally. And I would sit there. Ethan hated it. Oh, my God. The best was Ethan and I had just done Eco Challenge together, so we were teammates. Yeah. We had dated, and he is still one of my best friends. To this day, I adore him. He's probably the only Survivor I really keep up with a lot.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, and I adore him, but... man, did he not like that I controlled it out there on All-Stars. He says in one of his things, he's like, Jenna, like the godfather over there, who's going to be voted out? Oh, he did not like to be put on that back foot of like not having control, especially with a girl that he used to date.
I was going to say, it's a complicated dynamic, to say the least. It was a
complicated dynamic because we were teammates, friends, and exes. A lot of my exes are friends, so it's not that dynamic nearly as much as then you have to be on a tribe where you have to vote each other.
Right, exactly.
You don't have to do that a lot with your exes, except for me, because I did use Mark Burnett's like Survivor picks as my dating pool for like a decade. It was great. They were all psychologically evaluated so that they weren't going to murder me.
They were all cast specifically to be hot on a beach.
Hot on a beach and like, you know, gregarious usually. Like it was my own Survivor dating pool, and I just like it was a cesspool. Ended up being.
I was going to say it's more like that stagnant water in All Stars,
it's
like
stagnant water,
full of microbes.
Yes, but you got to taste it to find that out. You know what I mean? But sorry. Yes, I came out on Survivor All-Stars. I learned something about myself, and I learned I had my own voice. I learned that I was good at strategy, that I could play people, that I could understand the game. Now, I have to prove to myself I can play this faster version of the game. Yeah. That an old dog can learn new tricks, right? And everyone's like, oh, this new fast game, you're not even going to be prepared. What, like I wasn't for the first one? Nobody knew what Survivor was going to be. We had no clue, and we had to go out and play. And then I came back for the first time they ever brought people that knew each other back. And I had to learn those social dynamics. Of course I know what this is all going to break down to. How quickly can I make you like me and then slit your throat? How well can I lie to you and get you to believe me? Yeah. How much can I trick you into who I am?
Well, you and I were talking about this before we started. I mean, Borneo recently celebrated its 25th anniversary, and you feel like you are an unknown quantity coming in, which is wild because we have theoretically known you the longest out of anybody. So talk to me more about that. Is it more so like the fact you haven't been on for so long? Is it the fact that you played maybe in a time where, again, the game felt so different?
I think we also played in a time where we didn't have the outlets post that you got to see who I was.
Mm-hmm.
Like right now, somebody comes off of Survivor, right? And they've got Twitter and Instagram feeds and they've got YouTube. And so you get to see their life after. I did a lot after Survivor 1. It was the biggest thing in the world. Like I hosted MTV Spring Break back when it used to be.
I watched that Three's Company parody that you did.
Exactly. Like, so we did so many things, but I don't think those really tied you into who I was. Whereas I think the entire world has shifted because of what we created on Survivor and Survivor All-Stars, is that you really kind of do want to see what the average person is doing. If that average person is exciting to watch and has an interesting story, then you want to know what they're doing, right? We tune into YouTube stars. We turn into Instagram. Instagram people turn in Insta famous because just they're regular people who are doing what we did out on Survivor. But you don't know that about me because I'm not in that world. Number one, I am not friends with anybody out there. They have all been doing, number one, a lot of them have played together. Number two, even if they haven't played together, they've gone to a bunch of these Survivor charity events. They've gone to all of these CBS premieres. I see them all the time. Like Cerie's at every premiere, and so is, I don't know who else, Stephanie has been to some. And like, they're all in this Survivor-verse.
Yeah.
I am not in this Survivor-verse. So it's not just that you haven't seen me in 21 years, because I could have been all over, like Rupert and Ethan and all them. They're all over social media.
Right.
Unless you are looking to buy a house in Woodland, California, you probably are not on my feed.
To be fair, there might be a lot more looking to do that after this. You might just have you might have 23 clients right now.
Oh, I hope so. Maybe not after I slit their throats.
That's true. But they'd be like, you know what? Actually, if she can slash prices...
Well, you joke about that, but I say to people all the time, like, my job is to convince people to work with me and trust me.
Yeah.
Like, you have a lot of choices to use a realtor. You probably know 4 yourself. And you're like, wow, okay, I need to trust that they have good negotiation skills, that they're going to be looking out for me, that they're going to be a little cutthroat on my behalf. Like, these are all things that I am going to use. Like, I negotiate contracts for a living. I make people like me for a living. I don't slit their throat after. I don't vote my clients off of an island.
Necks are intact.
Yeah, they are. I mean, I actually love my clients.
So when you find out that you're coming out here, what is your prep process like? Because to be fair, I mean, the Borneo thing was an entire unicorn, but looking at what the modern day game sort of comprises in terms of like challenges and things, were there certain skills you boned up on?
Fire making, because if there had been fire making on All Stars, I would have won that season.
I was gonna say, if it wasn't the Purple Rock.
If it wasn't, I absolutely would have won that season. 100% I would have won that season. If there had been a final 3 even. Because it would have been Amber, Rob, and I would have beaten them. 100%. How did I prep? Well, I'm in good shape anyway. I mean, I like to work out. You can show it off. Absolutely, that's an asset. Yeah, like, I'm fit. But there's a different element to Survivor, and it's not necessarily something you can really train for. It's like agility and balance. So I did build a balance beam in my backyard, and I would take my ping pong paddle and try to bring a ping pong over it, and I would like get it to where I could run across it. So we'll see how my balance is, because I also, whenever I'm on a deserted island, whenever I'm on an island, I can kind of feel the waves, so it sets off my balance a little bit. So it'll be interesting to see how I am at balance. But the challenge is, you can only prepare to a certain point. Like, I know a lot of people like Carson in the new era, like they 3D printed every single one. I'm not that technologically advanced. You should see what I have back there. I have a CD player. Like, but that was part of my gameplay, like pre-gameplay.
Okay, so you're trying to be like, I'm stuck in the 2000s. Interesting.
So from the get-go, I'm whispering like they're... Like,
I know they're right there.
They're not here.
Yeah.
But my thing was, of course, I know how to set up an MP3 player. Like, I was the first series of people that learned how to set this up. Of course I know. But I got a CD player because I wanted them to see me sitting here embroidering. I brought embroidering with my glasses. And my CD player, because they're gonna be like, oh my god, how cute, she doesn't know how to play this game. It's pregame. I want them to underestimate me. I'm not here for any other reason than that they are going to completely underestimate me.
Well, let's get into some of these people that will be that prey that have been watching you embroider for the better part of a few days. So we're gonna play a game called Friend or Foe.
Okay.
We're gonna go down the list, and you give me either friend, someone that you were looking to eyeball as an ally, or foe, either someone you won't vibe with or like someone you're actively targeting as a threat.
Okay. All right.
So let's start from the beginning. Let's start from your fellow All-Stars cast member, Colby.
Friend. I would say friend, because I find him easily manipulated. I think I can easily manipulate him. I don't think he's a strategist. I think he's kind of you know, not as highbrow. I think
Okay.
he's coming out here to prove himself, though, but I think he's coming out here to prove himself physically. I don't think he liked that he sucked at the challenges when he was seen as like this like strong man of Survivor 2, Australia. So I think he's coming out here to prove himself, but I don't think it's in strategy. I think he's coming out here to prove himself physically, to feel better about himself, which is great because if he's good at that, I'm going to need that. But I think that I can easily control him. So, friend.
How about Stephanie?
Stephanie Friend, for sure. She's Captain America, not female version. So
Yeah.
Captain Marvel, I should say. She's Captain Marvel. She's everything I wanted to be in a Survivor player. Like, she's super strong. She's, like, beautiful. I think she can be funny. I don't remember any offhand. But I think that she, too, is a lack in strategy. She's never really had a really great strategy. So I think that's somebody I can take by the reins and manipulate her.
How about Saray?
Foe.
Okay, tell me why.
I do not trust Suri at all. I never have. When I watch her play, I wonder why people just keep letting her get further in the game. Why? Not that I don't find her likable, but people that are likable, those are the people you need to get out. Like,
Yeah.
Those are the people that you need to target. She's very likable. But that means that I don't want to have her as my friend or my ally because I can't trust her. Like, I think that I could get to the point where I could trust Stephanie or I could trust Colby. Maybe not. Maybe they're coming in with a different game. But I don't think Cerie's coming in with a different game. I think she's coming in with the same gameplay. And that means that I can't trust her.
Ozzy?
Ozzy friend.
Okay.
100%. I actually get a really good vibe. I don't know Ozzy. I met him once, like, I don't know, 2002, 2003. I don't know when his was. But I met him once. I get a really good vibe off Ozzy. I don't know. I really like Ozzy. He's actually going to be... I'm looking for Ozzy for my number one. So I'm hoping he's on my tribe.
How about Coach?
Do you want to hear what I really think?
I'm gonna listen.
Okay, so I've been joking around, but honestly, I think Coach is the one that I want off first. And this really just does not come down to Survivor. This is that I read a lot of romantasy books, and he calls himself the Dragon Slayer. I'm a 47-year-old woman who reads tons of romantasy books. I am firmly in Camp Dragon. Like, like
You're on the dragon
I'm
side.
on the dragon side. Of course I am. Of course I am. Don't call yourself a dragon slayer. They are ancient and majestic beasts, motherfucker. Like, I'm Dragon Slayer. I am hurt. When I vote him off, I am going to call that, like, I don't know, Operation Zayden or something. Like, anybody else read Fourth Wing? Like, goddamn, Dragon Slayer? I'm appalled.
No, my wife is a huge Fourth Wing reader, so I
See?
think she's very much
Team Dragon!
Team Dragon.
What the fuck? Honestly, in this day and age, you're still calling yourself a Dragon Slayer? Move it around, I don't know, like Troll Slayer or something. Then he could have gone after Russell.
Yeah, exactly. He tried to slay a troll in a different way.
Right.
How about Aubrey?
Aubrey, like watching how she plays, I don't get a good read on what her strategies are.
Okay.
Because I feel like I think she's smart enough to convince people when she needs to form an alliance, but I don't think she ever comes in with a plan, which is good because that's how Survivor ends up playing out, is being adaptable, right, and flexible, and being able to manage those social connections well. Even if they're brand new, you have to, kind of throw yourself in because you're going to be mixed up in tribes, and you're going to have your allies voted off, and you have to kind of pivot, right?
Yeah.
I think she's really good at that. So I am on the fence.
Okay.
I really don't know yet. She's probably her and Genevieve are probably my two biggest question marks as far as friend or foe. The others, I think I have a pretty good, I will mark them. But I think I do want to work with Aubrey.
Okay.
I think so.
How about Chrissy?
No. I don't. I don't trust Chrissy. I think she's probably coming in playing a similar game to what I am, which is like...
Interesting. Neither can live while the other survives.
Yes. There cannot be two moms out here. Like, one of us has got to go. There can be only one mom. This is not Mormon wives or sister wives. Like, there can only be one of us.
Yeah, this is a monogamous
The
game.
monogamous game. Like, you have one mommy, people. Like, I don't mind if it's an Oedipus complex, like one of these younger boy players, and I'll be like, I'll be your mommy right until I throw you up. But there can be only one mommy. I think she's going to play a similar game. I think she's going to be like I'm doting and I'm sweet. And there can be two of those. I think that I'm more cutthroat than Chrissy. But I think that I can definitely see where she would play a game like me, and I don't want her around to mess up my game.
Let's go to our David versus Goliath trio.
Okay.
Angelina.
I actually like Angelina. And I know that she's one of those controversial, like, people either love her or hate her, but I think she played decently. And the other thing about these friend or foes, I gotta tell you, is that I have in the back of my head how I'm going to manipulate each of them. Like, I call it conjecture-flattery.
Ooh.
Is what I call it. Like, I have a theory that all of these people want to hear something about themselves that nobody else is giving them credit for. So you've got people like, you know, Chrissy and Angelina and these people that like have played these games where they've pivoted and strategy, but nobody's coming up and telling Angelina like how marvelous she is at these challenges. Like, I can't wait for her to do one thing right, and I'm just going to give her so much praise because Angelina really loves praise. That's what I know. I'm even looking at her now with her eyelashes all done. She is looking for that close-up, and I am going to give it to her.
You've got the camera.
Oh, I'm going to be like, oh my God, you're so much more beautiful in person, and you're so good at these challenges. How do you do this? They did not capture this about you, Angelina. Like, conjecture-flattery.
Yeah.
Genevieve. When you watch Genevieve walk up here, if she hasn't yet, when you do, watch how she walks. Genevieve walks with like this purpose. Genevieve's tall. Genevieve was a woman that was tall before the others weren't tall, so she made herself small. So now she consciously tries to walk with a grace. So I will for sure be telling her, oh my gosh, you just walk with such grace. Things that nobody's sitting and telling Genevieve. They all want to talk to her about strategy. I want her to like me. So I'm going to do conjecture-flattery is how
that.
I get all of these people to like me and not. You don't vote out who you like.
How about Christian?
Christian. I have mixed feelings on Christian. Do you want to know what I
Please, always.
Christian looks like the Chucky doll, which I know that sounds like it was my era, and I should be like, oh my God, I love Chucky. Nobody loves Chucky. He's afraid.
No, I don't think that doll has a lot of friends by the end.
No.
He always says want to play, but nobody wants to play.
Nobody wants to play. Well, I don't know about playing with Christian. I think that Christian tries really hard to be likable, which is great to keep around for a little while. So I think he could be a lackey.
Okay.
The other thing about Christian, I do think he has like these very insect-like movements. Like,
robotic almost.
Kind of robotic, but less like that. Have you ever seen James and the Giant Peach?
Oh yeah, like
the animated
the
version?
stop motion bugs.
He's the centipede. And now that you see it, you're never going to unsee it. So I want to pop a stogie in his mouth and call him Lieutenant Dan because he honestly...
And then chop his legs off.
Chop his legs off. Like, he moves like this, and all I see are like 50 other legs behind him. Like, he... So, as far as playing with Christian, I think that I could make him my lackey.
How about Mike White?
Ooh, Mike White's tricky. Mike White's tricky because Mike White is in Hollywood, so Mike White might see past my bad acting skills. We've already touched on the fact that I just want to get people to like me so that I can vote them off. And this is a game of lying to every single person. Like, either they're in your alliance, and you're going to have to lie to them at some point, or they're not in your alliance, and you have to tell them, and you have to make a believable lie if you want it to be a blindside, right? So I have to trust in my acting skills against somebody who's actually doing this for a living. I think I can do it. But do I want to work with Mike White? Yes.
Okay.
I think that he can be trustworthy enough, and I think that he will buy into my act.
How about Rick Devens?
No. But I know exactly how you can treat Rick Devens. Rick Devens just wants to be liked. Even in his season, like, he didn't feel like anybody really liked Rick Devens. So you just tell Rick Devens how much you like him and how glad you are to have him on your side, and you will have Rick Devens right here.
All right, well, let's get into the new era. I'm so excited to hear your thoughts. Let's start with Jonathan.
Jonathan, yes. I want to play with Jonathan right up until I slit his throat. But yes, I want him in my alliance because the guy is a beast. He's going to help win challenges. But also, beasts can be taken down. Like, you can get a very good group of people to see him as the target that you want him to be. It's very easy to paint a target on Jonathan. It's a big target. So, I think for sure.
All right. So, there are a couple winners out here.
Yeah.
And you famously, though not the only person, but you were definitely the most
Winner
vocal.
killer.
That's a fantastic way to put it. Are you carrying that over to D as an example?
I think that I always want the winners out because it's dangerous territory ever since Sandra won. Being a winner, they can get to that final tribal council and say, hey, I had a huge target painted on me for being a winner.
Yeah.
Like, I wanted to paint, yes, get out because, you know, we all want to have our shot at winning. But it is a very strong argument to be sitting in the final three and tell them, hey, I had all odds against me as a winner and I still got here.
Right.
So I think that I would still go with the winner killer, and I think I'd try to take D out.
How about Emily?
I like Emily. I like Emily. I think you can trust Emily. Like, watching Emily play, I think she played with a lot of heart, and you saw the whole arc of Emily, and I really enjoyed that arc. Like, I get it. When she sat there on that first thing, and she's like, they're talking about aliens and pyramids, which I'm so into, by the way. But I love that she sat there and was like, I have no idea who these people are. Like, I got that. Like, and she was honest, and she was like, she said what you wanted. And then she learned. You watched her learn a little bit how to play. But as she came into that, she came into Emily, and she became, like, a really cool person. So I would really like to play with Emily.
How about Charlie?
Charlie, there's that Oedipus complex. Charlie had Maria, and he liked that because she was the older mom, and they were like, oh, remember Malcolm? And like, this is going to be great because I can take Charlie and be like, oh, look at my little son who loves Taylor Swift. My son does love Taylor Swift. So does my daughter. But I think I can play up on that mom-son thing dynamic.
To be fair, it did not work out for him last time with his motherly figure, so it could be either or.
That's okay. That means that he's going to think he has the upper hand, which is great. You want people to think that they can beat you.
Yeah.
They're not going to keep you around unless they think they can beat you.
Yeah.
There's the bottom line. Like, people are like, I need to show authority. And like, no, you need to convince. I always say, especially on a returning season, we all have our redemption stories, right? So I have to find out what your redemption story is, and I have to make sure that you see me as integral to your plan. And as soon as you do that, you will take me far. Like, I need to make sure you think you can beat me or take me out when it's necessary. I need you to think that. Otherwise, we're not going to work out.
I gotta get your thoughts on your fellow realtor,
yes.
Q. What do you think about him?
I think Q is great because Q will get voted off very quickly. Q is absolute chaos spelled with a Q. Like, chaos Q. Like, he is absolute shit show out here, which is amazing because you want to work with Q because you can cut that guy loose at any time. All you got to do to someone else is be like, Q, and they're like, yes, Q. So I think I definitely work with Q, but not for long.
Yeah. How about Tiffany?
I don't know about Tiffany. I don't have a good...
Fellow 8th placer?
Yeah, but I don't get a good read on her. Like, I feel like I came out with, like, a strategy, and you knew where I stood, and I was vocal about it. And I don't think I ever heard from Tiffany, like, what a plan was. She didn't see things to the end. So I think she's probably had some time to reflect on that. So I think of her as a positive. She's the friend territory. Yeah. She's not a foe, which is good.
All right, well, let's move into, we talked about Genevieve. Let's get into some of these recent faces. Yeah. Joe. I think, well, Joe's from my area. He's from West Sac, and I live about 18 minutes from Joe. And I'm a Sacramento Kings fan. I mean, I literally live like 18 minutes from downtown Sac, and he's in Sac. What do I think of Joe? I think here's another thing, another theory of mine for Survivor. You have people who come out here, and I don't know why, but they want to play by being noble. They want to tell you, I didn't lie to anyone. Right. Please, we are all here to lie. Don't tell me you didn't lie to anyone. You lied to everybody you helped me blindside. But just because you didn't lie to me yet, like, I'm supposed to believe that you don't want to lie? But I have a plan that you use the people who want to be noble to vote out the people who are chaos, like Q. Like, so the noble you use to vote them out, but then you can always get the noble out because they're noble. They're like, I want to be fair. Nothing in Survivor's fair. How about Camilla?
I actually really like Camilla. Everybody does, right? Everyone's like, oh, Camilla's sneaky. Camilla had a kind of what I did in All-Star. She had an alliance that she rode it all the way to the end. And they worked together beautifully in tandem. Like, she never wanted to turn on him, which I love. I'm hoping that she doesn't do a complete heel turn like I did from 1 to 8 and All-Stars. Like, I did a complete heel turn. Right. She may go, everyone's expecting me to have this one person, even if it's not Kyle, like one person, and then like I can't pivot. And she might be out here to make her big play and like cut down her ally, but she's trustworthy. She's smart. I love Camilla.
Kyle, is he going to be another victim of the winner killer?
No, I like Kyle. I would vote for him
he's the one exception.
Yeah, I like Kyle. I would place Kyle in the top winner category of New Era. Not D. I don't consider her, like...
Interesting. What was it about Kyle in particular?
Kyle had to maneuver a lot. Like, Kyle's first play with him and Camilla, when they got switched up on the tribes, and they, like, did all the acting of, like, one of us is going home, wah, wah, wah. And then he played the idol. I thought that was beautifully done, and it set the tone for those two. Like, it could have been either of them, honestly, and I would love them both, but I love Kyle and Camilla. I just don't want them together.
Well, you talked about this a little bit at the beginning, but just to loop it back around, your thoughts on the 49ers?
I'm actually really excited to play with the 49ers. Number one, because I do see that sort of like mommy complex. I might be able to use these youngins who were not even born the last time I played. Not the first time I played. Not just that, because I'm an original. But the last time, they're not 21 years old. Like, floppy-haired little Rizzo. I think he's so cute. Like, he can't even grow a mustache. He can't shoot a shot of whiskey. I am going to be able to mommy that boy right until the final end when I need to cut him. He's probably going to think the same thing about me, but every young man out here has been susceptible to the mommy. And I will be like, oh, you sweet little thing. I will mommy him right until the end.
What about the other one?
Oh, I love Savannah. Oh, I actually really, really love Savannah. There's something very cunning about Savannah, which I cannot wait. I love your faces. You're like, where did you get that?
No, I'm just trying to throw you off as much as I can.
No, I know. I like Savannah. Savannah's my friend. She's like one of the 4 people I really am hoping is on my tribe, so I get to work with her. Kyle's one too. Ozzy's one only because he catches a lot of fish. I want to be fed. But I think that she is cunning. I can kind of see it in her. She looks athletic like a gymnast. So I think that one of them could have won. Nobody knows. Or they're dating, or hell, they may be even married. They may be brother and sister. None of us know. Like, who the fuck knows who they are? They could be stepbrother and sister. Nobody knows their relationship, but I will tell you, this is my favorite quote that I want to give you.
Yeah.
Survivor 50 is not Gen Pop. Like, this is death row. So to get here, you had to do some bad shit.
Oh, I love that.
And I'm saying that we don't know what they've done.
Right.
But whatever they did to get here, they did some bad shit.
Is there one person that you wish could come out here from a previous season who did not make the cast? Who would that be?
Ethan. I would want to see Ethan. He's been my true friend for a very long time. We played All Stars together, but we were also teammates and did Ego Challenge here in Fiji.
Wow.
23 years ago. So like he's my teammate too, but I would want to see Ethan out here.
Last thing I'm going to ask, it's a little bit of an odd question, but obviously you know your way around a loved one's visit or two. But for this version of the loved one's visit, you can only bring a celebrity or a fictional character out as a loved one.
You have to give me a minute.
Please, take your time.
Celebrity, I'd want Eminem.
Okay.
I threw him in a pool once, and like his bodyguards, I was in his video, and he was terrified of the water. And so he goes like this, but I was a cute 22-year-old girl, so I was like this, give me a hug. And so he's like, I don't trust you. He shouldn't have trusted me. So he leans down, and I pulled the fucker into the... I don't know why. Why do you do this?
This is representative of what you're about to do.
That's
You'll be like,
exactly
I'm welcoming you in, and then I'm pulling you in the pool with me.
That's what I'm doing. And I think to myself, like, who the fuck did you think you are? It's embarrassing how egotistical I was that I'm like, come here, Eminem. After I know he's terrified, and he sensed it too. It was like a dog that you're like trying to, he's like,
so it's just like a mea culpa, like, I'm so sorry, Eminem, come out, see me.
No. I think that he would offer some really good life advice. I think he had, the theme song for me is Lose Yourself for this. Like, you've got one shot, one opportunity. Will you capture it? So that's playing through my head, but he sang that from a place that that's what he grew up. He was a young dad, single dad, going through fame. I was a young single mom. So I would 100% have Eminem here. Fictional character, Carl from Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Okay. The reference is lost on me, but I'd love to hear more about it.
Fuck, man, you do not know the Dungeon Crawler Carl series?
I don't. I've heard of it.
God damn it, Donut! Seriously, I'm going to say that every time I stub a toe. Just can't wait. God damn it, Donut. Go read it. It's the best thing.
I'm going to check it out now. This is on the top of my wish list.
Yes, I would bring Carl.
I love this. Well, I know your palms are sweaty. You ready to serve up some mom spaghetti?
I am, yeah. Mom spaghetti, exactly.
There we go.
I am the mom.
This is RHAP. We know reality TV.